Good day. Welcome to the YouTube channel, and this is where we educate each other about cryptocurrency, crypto bot, and money. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you can learn more vast information. Let's go.
To other people, realize that now we're really talking Internet of Things now. We're really talking machines. We're really talking robots now. And the moment you talk to people about it and how relevant it is to them, because the reason people are not really interested in fourth industrial revolution, they thought it's here to take jobs for them. And that's why people hate anything that is robotic, because they don't afford most robots. Instead, it's costly because it's taking jobs for them. Because now, if you're talking robots, people know, they think of one or two people who lost jobs because of this technology, so they don't like it until you expose them to a system of this nature that actually is changing lives. Again, that is relevant to them as well. That can actually benefit them. And now it start to make sense, this thing of fourth revolution, when it's benefiting you. When you have an employee that works 24/7, how does it feel? I mean, um, I know a lot of people once at some point had an employee, someone who's working for them. Imagine having that one person who doesn't ask for leave, who doesn't get sick, who's working like nobody's business. So every employer wants that situation. So
Very
you
true, yeah.
choose, you want to be on the other side or you want to be on the other side. So here's a technology, brother. The community is quite excited about this. It's no longer about me. It's no longer even about me enjoying the benefits, but it's all about now the community getting more excited when they get to understand how it works and how relevant it is to them.
Sure. Interesting. As you're speaking, I'm looking at the space in terms of around around your toll gates. It's
Sure.
not even robots. It's not even something extreme, but at toll gates you'll find that there is that swiping machine there, whereby you will just gonna swipe and go without anybody helping you. And there's a tech there for those that have techs, whereby the car will just pass. There's nobody that will help you there. And that if you in countries like ours, we're looking at it like people are losing jobs, instead of looking at it in a positive manner, that we are moving with times, we are moving with technology. The best thing we can do for our kids is to channel them to learn this robotics, in terms of them to study the robotics type of system in terms of career. Because gone are the days in the industry, in a workshop, or what you call it, factory. In a factory now, you will need, instead of 100 employees, you will need maybe half of that, not even maybe quarter of that, with technology.
Yeah, you see, and the machines, it has been like that, but now it has been updated. The system now is growing. At some point, machines needed people to operate them. Okanye people, for you to see functionality or progress, the machine had to be operated by an individual. Today, the machines are doing everything on their own. That's why now we're saying, we're talking robotics now. When the machine is doing everything on its own. If you can take back, while our parents were still working, our fathers, or our grandparents were still working in mine. At some point, they were really mining, literally paying a fortune. But later it was machines that needed them to operate, maybe half of them, like you said, to operate them. And guess what now? There's a machine that can go there, one machine, and do a work that should have been done by 50 people in a space of a day, and do that work in less than 3 hours. Which employer would say no to that machine? Doing a work that should be done, no kind of would have been done by 50 people in a space of a day, and that machine is doing it in less than 3 hours. Now you understand why we're saying robotics. So that's why this topic is quite interesting to every entrepreneur and even someone who feel and see the relevance in it.
True.
I just realized, man, I've been quiet for some time. I've been pushing it as network marketing only to networkers and those people who are following. Now at the gym, I'm having such beautiful conversation. You guys, what do you think of robotics? And everyone has something to say about Father Revolution. Apparently, people are aware, but they're all negative because they think it's here to take their jobs until you expose them to the other side of what? Of robotics, which is royalty. So it's
Wow.
really quite exciting. It's quite exciting. It's quite exciting. My brother, without wasting time, we're not here to just discuss. We're here for training. We're here for training. The mic is yours. The mic is yours because I believe we're dealing with members here. There's no need for introduction. But I see leadership Tabisa. The mic is on there.
Yeah, you can definitely answer that question there on the chat.
Oh, okay, let me see. This is not a question, rather a thought. Well, I think so. Of how you guys are. Hey, how lucky you guys are to be in Devon, to be able to attend the live sessions on Sunday. Wow, indeed. It is indeed exciting. It's not a question, in fact. It's not a question, that one. If you're talking about that comment, it's a very compliment, in fact, and a wish of understanding the power of what we have. So those who are in Devon, if you haven't attended the sessions, you are missing out. Those who are out of Devon, if you haven't invited, your people are missing out. So it is indeed a pleasure and very exciting to be part of those sessions as a Sunday. Malira, if you've got a question, feel free to raise your hand. If you have got something that you would love, maybe you would love the leader to mention or highlight or dwell upon during a training, feel free to do that. Leadership Tabisa, I hope you're doing good, my great leader. How are you? The mic is on. Leadership Tabisa, how are you? Kunjani? Ungakhuluma, my lead.
Hear me now?
Now I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, thank you. Good evening to everybody. Now, I wanted to say that also, don't stop sharing the word at the gym. Also, if you look at those machines that you talk about, as it says, Benkleni, where it's self-service, all those people that are doing self-service, those are the candidates that shows that they're not afraid of technology. So after you can just wait for them somewhere because those are the people, because most of the people around here, they don't even go to those self-service unless it's students, because I'm in Cape Town, so I normally go to UCT somewhere. So it's normally students that go to those self-service. So if you see an adult that use those machines, those are the typical people that you can approach as well.
Wow. I love it. I love it. To think that I've been using the machines as reference, and I've been talking about this lucrative, I mean, well, not even season, in fact, a century we are in. Look, guys, look at where we are. And it's more practical if you are using what is in front of people, because everywhere you go now, everywhere you go, there's something to reference with that has to do with robotics. So that's how easy it is to be part of this giant opportunity. It's either you new or you old in sharing the business. It's just that easy. Over to you, Mr. Doctor. Thank you, my leader. Thank you, my great leader, for your contribution. Indeed, it's quite interesting and exciting to hear that leadership, Thabisa.
Oh, wow, that's very interesting. No, yes, that's very interesting. Greetings, leaders. I started to ignore those machines. I'll go to pass by KFC, pass by McDonald's, pass by anywhere, and I'm just gonna pass that machine and go there. But I started using them, using the machine and stuff. Why? I think what made me to be more comfortable, I started noticing that I can pay there. So I started then using the machine like that. But I know, yeah, most people they just pass it and go go to the cashier, go through to the cashier there. Let's start with this account, leaders. Let's open this account. Let's begin our training. Yeah. So let's embrace technology. Let's embrace technology. And it's very, very powerful. So let's start with this account. I'm just gonna open this account and look at this account here. So if you look at this account, it is all black. Is it black? Yeah. We call it black as much as it is red, but we call it black because black is a symbol of something different. So yeah, but white, it is a symbol of something different as well. That is why I don't like somebody when the person calls me a black person, because I'm not a black person, I'm an African. So rather call me an African than when we're talking, but because the black symbolizes something else. Now, when you look at it, it is all red in this account. If you look at it, it's all red, but rest assured that this account is there are trades that needs to be out in terms of getting it out of the market so that we can have some funds to recover any floating loss. So this account is in the floating loss. So when you look at it, here you see it's minus 20%. Here you see minus 6%, minus 36%. You get what I mean? These are great coins, by the way. Also, minus 35%, and like that. But if you look at Acro, Acro is in position to win anytime soon. Anytime is tea day, is tea time. Because when you look at Acro here, you are looking at Acro. The entry level for Acro was very good. If you have funds, you go for another coin which is 1,000 cents. It's in a good space as well. So now, whenever the market comes up from the bottom, well, we start going to be on profit on Acro, which is very, very powerful. Even if it can drop, that's not an issue at all when you look at Acro. And when you look at XRP as well, in the bottom there, there it tells you exactly as well. The position is good. So that is where we are likely to make profit in this account. This account is likely to make profit between XRP and Acro. Then from there, obviously we'll work on getting other markets out of the floating loss. So how do you do it? Simple. You focus on getting more funds. So you start from SKL. That's where we can get some more funds because it's minus 6%. And then from there, we're going to move to inject on minus 7% there. And also what else, which other market. And then we're going to focus on the minus 35%, the minus 38%, and the minus 21%. But look at this thing. If you look at this account again, there's something powerful in terms of money management. If you look at it closely. So this is the part whereby you see $169 here committed. So this is the part whereby it just says minus 7%, okay? So that could be huge because this is a floating loss of 12. Maybe let's say $12 plus or minus. Let's put it like that, okay? Now, but if you look at other accounts, the committed amount on Shiba is only $30 in position. Although it's minus 21%, so it's easy to recover from there. Then again, if you look at other market, which is, this is another market, it's just minus 6%, minus 7%, minus 6%. So floating loss minus 17%. So it can just easily get out of the market, but it's not so huge. You look at also this position 130, which is minus 7%. It's not so huge, minus 9% there. But you look at the huge percentage in terms of the floating loss dip, it is your position $30 there. You see, it's easy to get out the market from there. You look at the position, this is good, so we're not going to discuss it. Look at the position on ALT. It is minus 35%, which can be a huge percentage, but look at the position, 14. You get what I mean? So it is minus. So it's easy to get out of the market. Why? Because the focus, it is quantitative, just getting slowly but surely in the market. But now, let's say a leader is saying, you know what, I'm in a floating loss for some time, and likely I do have a leader like that who says, I'm in a floating loss for some time now, and I don't mind losing a few dollars. I don't mind losing a few dollars in that space, but I just want to get out of my floating loss and start making profit. Yes, I was going to make my 18 months. Obviously, I was going to get to that 1 million plus in 18 months, but I'm okay in 20 months to do to change my life in 20 months, just to extend a little bit. It's okay. So that's the person that is saying that, look, I don't mind to be just a little bit, just a little bit. And obviously I'm gonna be back and make more profit. Why? Because I don't have money to inject more in the account. So I do not have money to inject more in the account, but let's use what is there in order for it to generate me more. So this is what the leader is saying. I want to be out of the floating loss, come up with a strategy that will help me to be out of the floating loss so that I'm going to be in a position to make money. But I don't have funds for me to maybe inject so that I can be out of the floating loss. So this is the account. So this is the account. Hopefully the internet will help us here. So this is the account. But remember this coin, CVP, it's going to be out. If you've got CVP, maybe Mr. Maziana, please write on the chat, when is it? On the 27th. So monitor it. Don't worry about it for now. Let it maybe rise, maybe it will rise, we'll see. It is on a minus 17%. So we'll see if it happens to rise, but do not take it out now. In your case, do not take it out now. Maybe later on the 24th, 26th, or 25 or so, you can just sell it from there. Whatever position it is, just sell it from there. So please do that. Mr. Maziana did share on the group. CVP, this is the CVP, this is the coin. So yeah, please remember to just get it out of the market, and that will be great. So what you do here, you will come here, and remember, this is the person that says, I don't mind losing a couple of dollars just for me to be out of the floating loss. And how can that be happening? How can it happen? So this is how it happens. We use what we have to obviously get out of the market. to lose a little bit of dollars in a hope that we will recover by setting the account properly so that the account can start generating more. So obviously that is the plan. Now, when you look at it, this is the part whereby obviously the network will just is going to be a little bit, we'll let it roll, or let it roll. But this is the market in terms of ETC and obviously USDT. You're saying it's been months, it's been days, no profit on my side. So what do I do then? Then this is what you do. This is what you look at, and you're on the funds to inject more. Those funds that are there, those are the funds that should realize those millions for you, and you're on one shot or maybe on passive income. But then that's what you want. You want to hit your millions on RANQ, and you are looking for this. So let's see. Let's see if it allows us with internet and all that. But we're just gonna check it and see if it goes through nicely. So otherwise I can move around and just find a better place where the internet will be more viable. Let me just check it if it went through. The coin, it is ETC, and you go to ETC and then you go to say buy. As you can see, we had $60 there, and so that's what we're gonna do. Let me just stop my sharing in terms of the video for now, and let me let me be here. So where's my video? My video should be here. The video should be here. Okay, let's do this. Let me try again and see if before I move around. But otherwise I can move around. It's 100% possible. So obviously this is what you look at, and you look at the percentage, you look at ETC. Now it's no longer the amount that was there. It is now $89, and we are sitting on minus 6%, 0.64, and also we are sitting on minus 5 or something there. So we can just go and say sell, then market price, then confirm. So we leave it like that. So it will sell, and once it has sold, and we focus on another market. Then from there, what you're gonna do, we're gonna look at what is it that one can do now to start to be on profit with leaving some other funds so that you can manage your floating loss. So that's very important to share as well. So while I'm moving around, just to get my internet okay, let me just work on my internet and see if it is okay. Yeah, but yeah, if you have your account, that would be great as well. If you've got your account, and that would be awesome if you have your account. But otherwise, I'm just gonna check if it has sold. Hopefully it has. Let's just check. That is ETC. It's still in here. So it's still part of the market. Well, it is out now. So it is out now. So that means to say we are doing very, very well, and it is out of our market. So which is 100% fine. So look at the floating loss at the top there. So the updated version of our app, it's very excellent, because when you look at it now, it shows the total, it shows what you should have made today earnings, it shows what market are connected, and also it shows your floating loss. So it shows your floating loss. How much floating loss do you have? So I just check here. So it shows your floating losses. So we are sitting 191 in terms of floating loss, which is very huge for this account, since it's not such a big account. But you see the vast number of the floating loss, it comes from CVP. So it comes from CVP. So this is what we do. Obviously, we're sitting 192 now, and then we're gonna go for another market. So we're gonna go for, this is, we're gonna go for RUNE. So we're gonna go for RUNE. So if we had some time, we were going to give it more time, RENE, to be above board. But unfortunately, we don't have, and we were allowed to say, okay, see what you can do here and make some magic in order for this to be above board. So let's see, if you commit $90 here, USDT, it will take it from minus 27 to minus 3%. So one can take it and then only see the withdrawal, and that is good. And it will change within a second there from obviously minus, that is 27% to the updated one. So we can just refresh because of time, and we go to our, let's see now it's minus 4%. So minus 4%, we've minimized, basically we've minimized in terms of losing 27%, rather let's lose maybe minus 4%. So that is the idea of doing this. But if it's a big account, the strategy will be different. But since it's a small account, therefore we are limited of funds, and the owner is saying I cannot inject more. So the owner is saying I cannot inject more. That what is there, it can definitely work. Since the minimum is 5,000, so it will definitely work. So 100%, it will definitely work. So let's see if my network is just, let me just check here. I'm just going to work around it and see what works and what does not work. Because it comes up and up and it goes fully and sometimes it drops. So yeah. So let's see what is committed here. We've got this, and we could have left it. If we leave RUN here, hoping it will go above maybe, let's say, another 4% or so, this will be out of the floating loss. But because of the exercise, because of training, we're just going to get it out, and then we say Salia. And I don't know what's happening with my network. It's full, it's not full, it's full, it's not full. So I have no idea what's happening. So we went to sell 4%. We are good. We are okay with losing that minus $4 there. That's okay. And it will be recovered, so that's not an issue. So then we go for it in terms of moving along. So let me just, so you can see it is on cycling. So that was a passive and all of that. So let me just give it and see if it's here. It's out of the market, which is good. So yeah. Now we're sitting on minus 88, and the vast majority of that, it is CVP. So why, if you can answer on the chat, why am I not going straight to CVP? Why am I going the other way around and the other way around, the other way around and the other way around? Why can't I just go straight to CVP? I would really appreciate if you can just answer that one on the chat. I would really appreciate it. So I'm just gonna refresh here, just to have, that is good, thank you. And now we're gonna go to, let me see, we're gonna go to, let's go to AAVE. So let's go to AAVE. There we go, and let's say buy, and let's say 100, and then that is good. And then let's just confirm. So yeah, please on the chat, if you can tell why am I not going straight to CVP, please write on the chat. If you can hear me as well, please write on the chat, because my internet is a little bit showing me flames. But otherwise, if you can hear me, please confirm in the chat as well. And answer that question, why am I not going straight to CVP? So I go for Salia, and there we go. So we are getting closer to it now to start afresh in terms of setting it up. if AVV, if this was done maybe during the day or before AVE, goes like 10% up and so forth, this was going to be maybe more funds were going to be left on AVVs, AAVE, so that obviously it will come up with profit. So sometimes there's no loss at all because you can just recover and it comes out of the market in that space. So let's look at it. Okay. So that is good. If also we had more time without this demonstration, if we had more time, we were just gonna leave it like this. But now, should AAVE drops from 9% down, we're gonna be on another floating loss. But should it just goes up a little bit, therefore we can be on profit. But because already the update has been issued to say AVV has been up like 10% today, so well, there's no need to wait for it. So the best thing is to push it, manually sell, and then focus on other coins where we're gonna recover and from the floating loss. So this demonstration shows you also that when it comes with patience as well, if you're not patient enough, this is how you lose. Otherwise, the market would have just maybe risen up, it's out. But now we want to control the market. We don't want to rely on the market shooting up and maybe managing the floating loss from there. So we want to control it 100%. We want it to be on our hands, fully so. So this is the process now whereby we will show each other how to minimize. So don't worry about the funds that are lost here. We will send them back just from the, this is just part of the demonstration here for us to demonstrate so that you'll understand. So after this, obviously, we'll send some, we'll just do the calculations and say how much was lost, and we'll send into this account, and obviously we'll take some trades and it will move on nicely. So let me see also, let's wait for it. Okay, this market is out now. So we've got now two markets. We've got CVP, we've got Shiba. So we've got CVP, we've got Shiba. So let's just check if it's updated. Let me do this and also check if it's updated. Let me see if the question has been answered on the chat. Probably you guys cannot hear me because it's more like I'm speaking alone here. What's happening? Let me check. Let me check. Because CVP is on the high floating loss, maybe it will need more dollars, 100%. It will need more dollars for us to manage the loss there. So thank you, my leadership there. Sandy. Is it Sandy? Let me just quickly check again. That is leadership Sandy, yeah. Leadership Sandy there. So yeah, thank you, my leader, for that. So yeah, let's see. And we've got Shiba now. So we are almost done with this account. The only thing that is left is just to set it up. So what I can do is we'll go to Shiba and then let's have a look what's happening on Shiba. So how much more we can plunge there on Shiba. Otherwise one can just can do this and also restart it. Let's see if it allows us. So if I'm too fast, please let me know. If I'm too fast, please let me know. I'm trying to be as steady as possible. Yes. People just want to jump there quickly. I'm going to jump there quickly. So now if we've got 115 and that is there. And we go to Shiba because we don't want any funds that are just sitting there. We want the funds to be active, and we want the funds to be committed, and we want the funds to also be at work. So that is the purpose of the exercise. Now we can say 115, it gives us minus 4% from 21%. Is it good? Well, very well. It's good. Although we're gonna be on minus, so minus 20% would have taken us to minus 6%. To minus 6. So now we've got, am I right here? Let me check. So yeah. So if you look at it, also the waiting game, this is another option. Patience, wait for Shiba to be above board and recover from that 2% where it is currently, and goes up maybe up to, let's say it rises by 6% or so, then we are good. 7%, then we are good. So we are good if we can leave it like that. So this could be another possibility for us to have profit. Leave it, be patient, and just not worry about any panics, and that will be great as well. But the purpose of this is to just remove it, so it's fine. So that is the purpose of this. But otherwise, if it was another coin, maybe that could have been out within a day or two or so. I'm not a big fan of I know sometimes we wait for 2 weeks in terms of 100%, but I'm not a big fan of waiting too long. But yeah, it happens sometimes. So yeah, but since we are fully in control, then one can work around it. Okay, so we go for sell. Yeah, and we are out of that market. Hopefully we'll have enough time to jump to another account quickly, see what can be done there. So hopefully we'll have that opportunity. But let me see quickly. Let me see quickly what is happening, and then it's out. We are left with CVP, the giant. We are left with the giant, which is CVP. So that's the giant now. So we get CVP out, and remember, we all agree to say, okay, 1, let's take the loss. 2, let's start afresh, be on a profit, avoid floating loss, and then take this account to the highest. So CVP, this is where we are. And if I go to buy here and say, let me commit 100, from minus 74%, it will take me to minus 37%. It is huge, which is huge. But what can we say? Top 10 is to go for it. Let's see what's happening here. The bottom. What more? How much more we have? Hopefully it will update just now. But we do have an idea now, because obviously we don't have much funds in this account. So if we gotta go for to inject the funds here, and then it will take us. But if we had a little bit more, obviously now we have seen the demonstration that it would have dropped a little bit. But yeah, let's work around it. Okay. Let me see, it hasn't updated, nothing. Okay, let me just move it out and just restart it again. See if it allows. Perfect. Rate of it, 1,000 cents as well. If you look at it, it was minus, you see, WAVE, it is dropping now. So if we left it, it would have been, if you take it now, you'll be on a definitely floating loss. So if you take it now, you're definitely going to be on a floating loss. So me see if it updates here, and then so that we will begin to set up this account from scratch. Okay. It's taking some time. Okay, there we go. Thank you. So we've got 138, and then let me just see. And then let's say 138 takes us to that minus 31%. So what will take it, because it's from 74%, which is quite huge. So minus 30%. Why not decide to take it, and let's finalize it. Remember, there are no emotions here. No emotions at all. So it's all about making money without any emotions. So the leader understands that very, very well. So let me just do this. Okay, it should be good. Did I sell? Yeah, it's good. It's still not out. Still not out. Let me just check. Let me go in here, and it shows that now it is good. So it shouldn't be showing here. It shouldn't be showing here. So let me just quickly check here. So let's just quickly check. Okay, just go in. Okay, it's still on. As it says post there. Once it says post, it's still in the market. Yo, the time is running and we haven't done anything. So we've been just been delayed by the network. But the nice thing about this, you just do one of the same thing. So that's the nice thing about it. So that's the nice thing about it. Let me just go for this, and there we go. So we'll have time to just jump to another one quickly, another account quickly. So yeah, this is where we are. Let me see, stopped. Oh, the market here. I did not see it. Maybe it was stopped by a mistake. What's in position here? Let's say start. So sometimes you'll stop it. You can just start it. I just realized there was something here. I just saw minus floating loss over there. And I see Pepe is still here. So I thought we were done, but just quickly do this so that we can sort of Pepe and we go for it. We go for it. So with the process, we're trying to minimize some. Trying to, let me just. About that. Okay, I see you on the charts. Let's quickly share again. I hope you're following. You're following this. It's just something that we're just gonna keep on repeating and until maybe you get it. But not of this losses. Those accounts that are on heavy losses, obviously, we're gonna approach it like that, like this. So yeah, but otherwise, I hope you are following. Does it allow me to share? Okay, let's wait. Give it time, patience. It seems like it allows us. Share again. Start. Start sharing. There we go. So we've got Shiba, which is the market. And let's just give it. Let's just give it a second. Sometimes it just give it more time, but yeah. So now the first thing that we're gonna do from here on is obviously looking at the coins that obviously potentially allows us not to be on the floating loss, so that one will just definitely go in and in the purpose of taking profit. So that is the first option now. So that is the first option. So we'll see. Coins like Pepe, they're very good coins. It's just that obviously, so you see now it's on minus 2%. So that's where we are. That's where we are. So one will maybe another way to recover from this. It would have just leave Pepe as it is. Obviously, maybe it will come out of the market from let's say minus 3% and above board. So this is a good positional one. So if one will decide to leave this account at this, it's a good position. Okay, so it is a very powerful position to be like this. Why? Because if you look at it, we've got Pepe on this, and it's sitting at minus 3%. And Pepe is a very good coin. It will just come out of the market and it will rise up, come back and make more profit and maybe hit whatever percentage it might hit. And we good to go, we might get our 2%. So instead of losing another 5%, one will say, okay, another $5. One will say, okay, no. Maybe too much losses for one day. Let's just do that. But for the sake of the demonstration, because the most important part is to how to set it up without committing more funds. Because when you look at this, it's good for profit, but bad for business. Why is it bad for business? We look at this account, why are we doing this demonstration? The last day, the last profit from this account was on the 8th of this month. So it's been a while. So obviously, let's just check around this. So we've got this now, Pepe, and if it wasn't for this demonstration, one would have just let Pepe be. Let me see something quickly here. I don't know if funds, they're telling this a good story or not. Let me see if I say 164. I just want to see something. If okay, cool. Say 164, and this one's there. Did or something different? Because it shows 164 there, or maybe it hasn't updated. It's lesser than that. So probably it's lesser than that. Probably it's lesser than that. So let me just quickly see. refresh. So this is a refresh button, the one above mine. So it is a refresh button. And so let's go in here again, now one more time. Let me say 160, and it takes me to -1%. Abnormal network and all that. No, it's money that is not there. It's proper. It's funds that are not there. It's not proper updated. So let's just. So there we go. There we go. So the only thing now is to rebuild, start from scratch, and also see how can one win in this account. So that's the most important part now. See how can one win. If you want to check your gas fees, you come here, you check under assets, you'll see your gas fees. So that's the part where you'll see your gas fees. Let me see if we are good to go. Okay, it's updated now. So we're gonna go to bot now, and we're gonna go to Martingale, and we're gonna go to the last next, and we'll look for a coin that we can invest in, which can give us profit. So if we look at it, we've got different coins, and so we've got these coins here, and let me see, we've got auction, which is a good coin, and we've got, let me see, also apart from auction, what else that we've got? What else that we've got? BNB did fairly well today. Well done to those who benefited from it. Bonk did well as well. Well done for those who benefited from it. BTC also did fairly well. Well done for those who benefited from it as well. And let's see which one can we go for. So CTXC, very good coin as well. Remember CVP will be out. Remember that update. So it's just a reminder on that one. So let me see. We've got ETC, which is sitting at -992. Got Ethereum sitting at that. And we've got, let me see. So you see there's so many coins, so many coins with great potential. And there's one that I'm looking for, so just forgive me there. There's one that I'm looking for. Matic there did well. And so now the best thing is when you look at it, when you want to avoid a floating loss, if it says -7 and it's a good coin, take it. It's within the list of the coins that we've shared. Definitely take it, go for it. So if it's sitting still on 1.something% and maybe somebody shared on the group to say you can take it, please take it. But once it's on here, like QKC, now 16%. Well, with good analysis, then this one maybe can be taken by, maybe it's still gonna go up. But without that, no need to take it, because when it falls, it will take you to a heavy floating loss of -16 plus. So that's the reason for management. That's the reason for money management, and for you not to rush into that. RUN did well. I was sitting, it was at some point, I think up to 10%. I was sitting at 2%. So we're not going to take it. SEI, see it. The Shiba there. The Sol. Sol sitting at minus 2%. Can Sol pick up 100%? Very good. So let's see. STMX minus 2%, which is good to take. STORJ minus 4%, good to take as well. And SUI minus 8%, good to take at this stage as well, because when it comes up, it's gonna come up very, very powerful, and it will hit that profit as well. So maybe it will come up in a day or so or two. So that's just one weekend. Let's say let's go for this one. So let's go for this one, and let's go for trade settings. And I don't know if our strategy is already committed here. So let's go to choose a strategy at the top. So if I'm too fast, choose a strategy. And then we've got two strategies. The first one is a passive income cycling. And the second one, it is one shot. So we're looking for one shot, 3% out of the market. And remember, with this updated version of the app, you can now change it now. Strategy mode, you change it here. And sorry. So strategy mode, yes. You change it here. Change your strategy mode here and continue. You save. Double check your strategy. I know it's good. I can see it. I can double check it from here as well. And I can look at the top one shot, sub-in mode compounding. The bottom, all good. I can just start it. SUI. So that's what I'm taking one. So if it can drop a little bit further, it's okay, because it's a very powerful coin. When it shoots up, we're going to be on profit. So that is one. You can go back, go to bot, Martingale again, and then maybe commit another network. 1,000 cents. It comes from 0.7% during the day. It was it was minus 7% during the day. So it's in a good position. Anytime is still time for it to hit 3%. So yeah, that is one shot. Remember, one shot, it can be 3 times a day, it can be once a day, it can be once in 2 days, once in 24 hours, once in 3 days, once in 2 weeks. So it just 100% depends on the market. So we're out of time, but let's definitely set up. So one could have done this before, but if you are heavy sitting on a floating loss, then you can take an opportunity to say, I can lose a little bit for me to gain profit. Then this will be a good deal for you. This will be a good deal for you. So let's see what is happening. Okay, it says 6%. Let me just check the strategy again. It is 2%, not 6%. So sub-in, then save. So always double check your strategy. Hopefully it will go through. So yeah, leaders, if you've got a question, please let us know. And any question will be great. And if maybe you are in a floating loss of some sort and you know it's been a while, you go to start here. And if we did not set up sub-in mode, we could have went to strategy mode to set it up. And then before we go to start, that's what I could have done. So we're not going to commit big in terms of more trades. Why? We just want to manage our funds. So the plan is to manage our funds. So let's just Let's just check. Let me just do it. See if we can pick up the data. Unfortunately, with screenshots, it's going to be a little bit hard to do these demonstrations. At some point, you have to go live, and the trick with going live, it is this. So one would have loved to be always on the floor or on this screen. One would have enjoyed to be always on the screen, yeah, especially on the floating loss or profit. So the floating means profit is green, L loss, which is red. You see, as you I starting to be on profit. So if you want to take it, go for it, take it. It will benefit you a lot. So go for it and take it. So let's see where we are. We can commit one more coin, one last coin on this account. I'm sorry for rushing. Let me just go back so that I don't rush. Go to bot and then Martingale strategy bot. Last next. And then we go for our coin. So we said Acro looking good. It did show a glimpse of coming out of the shell, but it didn't. So it's sitting on -4%. Maybe let's look for something else, but Acro, very good. So that would be my bet to go for it. But I just want to see something quickly. XRP, also one coin that wanted to show a glimpse of winning, but it decided not to for whatever reasons that I don't know. But WIF, a very good one as well, sitting on -8%. So it's part of our coins list. So it's part of our coin list. So I'm gonna go for this one as well. So I'm gonna go for this one. And let's see, strategy settings, trade settings. So we go for trade settings. Yeah, trade settings. Remember, whatever I'm doing here, 1, minimizing floating loss. 2, winning on profit. 3, good coins. How do I see if it's a good coin? You've got the list. The list is on the groups we always share. So you always find these coins that we share. To say this is part of the coins, then we go to go, if that's the case. So let me see. My network is full, but it's taking time to update. Let me just quickly see. So hopefully I wanted just 2 seconds to jump on. Yeah, let's do this. Sub in mode. Let's find strategy. This is the Buran strategy. The Buran strategy, it is margin call 5%, and then position profit that we're taking out of the market 3%, and everything at the bottom it is 0.1%. When you look at margin configuration, it is 0.2%. The first call times 1, 0.2%. The second call times 1, third call 0.4% times 1, and also fourth call 1% times 1, and last call 2% times 1. You confirm, you save. So that is the Buran strategy. So it's up to you. If you want to go for the Buran strategy, you can take it on one shot, or you want to use the old strategy that we are usually using, the normal one, not old, normal one, strategy that we're normally using in terms of 3% in 2% and 0.01 and all of that. So you can go for it as well, especially if one is shared. I wanted to limit the coins that I'm taking, but I want to go for Acro as well, because this account hasn't been making money for some time, and I'm not emotional about it. I want to be emotional I want to go for Accro. I know Accro will be in a good position as well. So I'm going to go for Accro. And what's the strategy mode here? Sabine. This is, no, the strategy is wrong. So this is the old, this is the normal one that we use on one shot. An old normal one that we use on one shot, which is very, very powerful. But then I'm going for the bull run strategy, which will minimize in terms of my funds as well. I don't want it to take more funds when it drops. That is why I'm going for the bull run strategy. It isn't updated. Why? Because I see it still says it is 0. It still says it is 0. This is the one that I want to be updated. And boom, update. If we're gonna go do live again, we need to be on the mountain. Make sure that I'm in a space where the network is coverage is very powerful. It's gonna be much quicker, but we'll try it next time and see. So it's updated. I just wanna go for start. Let me double check everything is good. Shots have been moved and strategy is good to start. So we've got our 3 coins, and that's very, very powerful. And let me just wait for it before I share, before I stop sharing. And let's go for those questions. If you've got any questions while I try quickly, we are following. Thank you, leadership. Thank you, leadership. You are following. We're gonna go for quickly for questions. See if I can log in for 2 minutes. So yeah, this is the demonstration. So only committed $45. Remember the journey is 18 months. So WIF sitting on floating loss, which is minus 0.16%, no problem. We took it, it's good because we took it where it's down. So at minus 8.5. So it's good. We've got SUI, which is already on profit. We can't wait to realize profit. Once it hits 2%, it's going to be out of the market. We've got 1,000 cents, which is on profit as well. So very good. So Accro coming along, it's going to come as well. So what will happen here? Once 1,000 cents comes out of the market and it looks to go up a little bit more, one will take a decision to take it one more time. Once it hits another profit, and then stop. Or don't take it, look for another coin. So it hits a profit, we move on. It hits a profit, we move on. We go to bot, martingale, next, and we look at our list. So you need to write down the list of coins that we will share. I'm gonna go for it as well and check in. You need to write it down so that when you check here, you go down, you're looking at, rather take it when it says you find it's that one of the coins, RUN, whatever the case might be, and it's sitting at minus 2%, minus 4%. Well, you can take it. If it says minus 7%, definitely take it. Minus 8%, definitely take it. If it's one of those coins that we recommend that we share on the group, whether by Mlu, Mr. Maziana, myself, and so forth. So no stress. So you do that and you will be able to minimize the floating loss. So you're not going to be sitting in a position whereby you are on minus 35%, minus blah, blah, blah. No issue at all in that space. So this is more of a healthy account, and obviously it will definitely benefit you. So should anything happens here, we've got extra funds to take it out of the market. So that is very beautiful. Let me stop sharing. We are just towards the end of our session. So I see there's a question there. So I'm gonna try and just answer the question while I'm gonna go for try to see if I can log in quickly to one more quick market. One more account to see if I can go for it. Let's see what's the question there. 18 months. Is this 18 months? That's when the question starts. Thanks, leadership in the 18 months, meaning you retake the trades every time, 100%. Every time it's out, you can retake it, my friend say. But follow the pattern that I just shown now, whereby you can retake it if on the group we say, please retake it. But if you're in a position whereby it's like maybe nothing has been shared, so go back, retake, but look for one of the coins that we have. We'll share the list, write the list down so that it will be easy for you to scan looking for one of the coins that you can take. Minus 8%, very good. Minus 7%, very good. Minus 3% or minus 4% is also good as well, if it's those coins that we share. I've seen some leaders taking coins that we haven't shared and they end up on a floating loss. And sometimes they're lucky, it makes profit and it goes on a floating loss. So that becomes a serious problem as well. So of which we definitely that will definitely disturb. So yeah, we just have to be mindful of that. So let me just quickly do this. Let's see. Okay, you look at minus 3% or 4%. Thank you. So yeah, you look at if it's minus 9%, if it's minus 8% over that, it's fine. Minus 7%, it's fine. Minus 3% also good. Minus 4% also good, because when the market rises and you're gonna be on profit, so which is a very powerful one. So we have most accounts on floating loss, especially ETC. It's been on a floating loss, and most of the leaders have been struggling with that. So yeah, so quick one on this account. There's still work to be done, but we look at AVV, double AVE. It went up to 10%. So what would be the better thing to do here? Sell. Okay, sell, manually sell, because it went up, now it's dropping. If we went in here, while it was still 10%, then it would have been good, because it was coming out of a floating loss. It did not hit that 2%. So it did not hit that 2%. So now, in order for us to go back to the floating loss, we do what? We sell. Did I sell on a loss? Yeah, I sold on a profit. So hence why it is very important for you to recheck the account. Go to the account, check the account, check the status of the account, check what is happening, because you will find that the market has been up, you're on a floating loss. If ever we logged in this account, it was still on 10% plus, we would have hit maybe a little bit of more profit. You get what I mean? We could have hit a little bit of more profit, but unfortunately not. So we can take this profit. Profit is profit. So we can take it. Money is money. So we can take it. Instead of waiting it again to fall, and then we go back to the floating loss. So imagine if there were more funds here, it could have been nice, yeah? Why are we not injecting funds here? You will inject funds, it's gonna take it to a floating loss, and we have to wait now until it comes out of the market. So let's rather sell now, okay? Let's rather sell now. So you look at Acro here. So this account also total 806, but you look at floating loss, it's 157, which is not too bad. So one has to work on it. If you look at Acro sitting on minus 11%, and the Acro, so we need to inject a little bit of funds. Likely there are a little bit of funds in this account. So one will have to look at the coins that are there. You've got Sol there, you've got Pepe there, and it just went down. You've got Matic there, and you've got Ethereum there. And so now you look at it. So you've got two options here. Option number one, you will say, okay, did we hit profit? Not so much profit. When last did we hit profit? Today, okay. Yesterday, okay. Let's keep the consistent because the coins are down at the moment, and obviously let's look at it and say, if I inject anywhere here, there's not even one coin that is showing a glimpse of showing up. So do I don't have a permission here to minus and to sell. Okay, so the best thing to do here, this person likes profit, so that's a different strategy from that account. So we're gonna look for SUI, and then we're gonna take it, and let me see. Okay, trade settings, trade settings. Trade settings. Internet should be on our site. We're almost done. Let me just quickly check it. So we're almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there. Yeah, almost there. So trade settings, let me just quickly go for this one. That maybe for it to be a little bit fast, let's just try this. We can just search it from here. Don't have to go to, once it updates, we can see 1,000 cents as well. I said it's good. Time to take it. So this is the coin we're looking for. And create martingale, that is good. That's next. That is good. Trade settings. We're looking for our own strategy, by the way, remember. So the next thing, it is choose a strategy. And from choose a strategy, we go for the bull strategy and double check it, save it. And from saving it, then we restart the strategy. So that is the process. So we choose a strategy. This is the strategy we want. It has to be on compounding and save. So apologies if I'm too quick. And it is correct. Everything is correct. No. The only thing that is not correct is the amount. So I want 2% from this account. So this coin, I'm confident this coin will hit it. So we're gonna go for 100. So save. And remember we went in for 100. So what you're gonna do is, once it activated, we're gonna go back to trade settings so that we can change it back to 15. Save, then we go to go. Save, then we go to go. So let's just quickly have a look. Give it a little bit of time. There we go. It's a patient game. So imagine if I can show my list, the accounts that I just have to go through and check. So imagine if all the leaders, they've got the same list. Now imagine if the network is like this and it takes you almost the whole day to double check. So yeah. But otherwise we'll grab it slowly but surely. We'll grab it. But this is where you manage your funds very, very well. Why didn't I maybe use the funds to maybe get some of the coins out of the market? It's because most of the coins there I saw, they are on the minus and the market is not about to rise like in the next maybe few minutes or so. And there are coins that are already in position whereby they're about to make profit. So the good plan is to do that. So I went back to trade settings, save, and we're good to go. So as I was saying, the plan obviously will make profit on those coins while I'm waiting for the opportunity for those coins that are on the list to rise. Once that happens, we go for it, we recover. So the strategy in this account will be different. We are gunning to recover all of those coins on a profit. So that is a different strategy. So hence why I did not disturb me. But for now, we use some funds to go in the market and then go for it. Stop sharing because I'm almost done. Once it has activated here, it means we've already taken the trade. So you saw on the other account, SUI, that is already in position for profit. So there's no need to wait for it now. Leaders, thank you. It's been long, almost 1 hour, 30 minutes. Let's call it a night now, unless you've got a question. Boom, that's it. Has it updated? No, it didn't. So always double check if it updates because of the network. Always double check. Always double check. Don't do this while you're rushing. Do it, give it time, and yeah. Hopefully next time we're gonna be in a good position whereby one can just demonstrate with a good network. We can go through with different accounts as quickly as possible, maybe 3 accounts average, then for you to just see the difference in that. So that would be great as well. So let me just come back here and stop sharing. And let's go for it. Otherwise, thank you so much. And hopefully you've learned 1 or 2 things. And the plan is to go for a very healthy winning strategy so that we can win together. Why? Just getting out of that floating loss issue. Once you get out of that issue of floating loss, you are good to go. Most of the work is done. You should be on profit almost on a daily basis if the market is good. On one shot, even if the market, you see now the market is not so good, but we've got SUI, and also we've got 1,000 cents. So even if the market drops, there are coins that are doing very well that we can hit 3% out of the market. Not as much as we'll hit that 3% when the market is good. So otherwise, I say thanks so much for great presentation, my dear leader. We are gradually getting there in terms of learning the techniques of the market. Thank you, my great sir. Thank you, my great sir. We will learn, we'll learn. It takes some time and obviously some learning. But yeah, the most important thing is for you to learn how to retake those trades. But we'll have an opportunity to do that. We already have videos on YouTube where you can learn how to retake the trades and everything like that. So not to worry about it. Leaders, thank you so much. Blackview, thank you. Pionkosi, thank you. And I see you leaders there. And also Kenneth, thank you. Eletutula, thank you. Leadership Lungil, I know you are eager to learn. Thank you so much. Pam, Pindi, Leadership Phineas, I saw your message. And of course, Rachel, and also Sandy there. Thank you, leaders. And it's a good night. We don't have a presentation at 8 p.m. Let's have a presentation tomorrow at 8 p.m. Tomorrow, which is Thursday, we're going to have a presentation at 8 p.m. Please make sure you're there, where we're going to be discussing the concept, not training. Thank you so much and good night.